Hey mommies, how are you? I hope that you all had an amazing weekend. My week just started because I've been so bad with like a cold that I'm just starting to get better now. So that is why I'm doing this Facebook Live today, which I would have done it like days ago. But anyway, it's something probably that most of you have asked yourself before. That's something I've certainly asked myself before. I'm like, I wonder how much money I've saved with breastfeeding. First of all, with my first breastfeeding journey, and now with my second breastfeeding journey. It's something that I kind of always think like, I wonder how I can justify maybe something that I've wanted to buy. By saying to my husband, you know what, I think I've earned this because I've saved us X amount of dollars with breastfeeding, so I think I can buy that new whatever. So, but no, seriously, I have always wondered how much money you save with breastfeeding, because really breastfeeding, it's completely, I don't like to use the word free, because it's not free, because so much effort, so much love, so much sacrifice goes into breastfeeding. So I wouldn't categorize it as being free, but you do save a lot of money because you don't have to, first of all, you don't have to, anything that you decide to invest in, like a boppy pillow or a t-shirt and stuff like that, those are all extras. You're not really going to need anything essentially, apart from maybe some little things at the beginning of breastfeeding, which will help with your breastfeeding journey. But aside from that, all you really need is yourself, truly, and your boobs. That's pretty much it, and everything else kind of just starts to take place. But what I really wanted to come down to is the value amount. So raise your hand if you can guess how much. And the other thing that is really interesting is that the price of formula has gone up so much, like dramatically. It has increased the price of formula, because now there's a lot of introduction of different formulas in the market that are like premium formulas. So they're like organic or from grass-fed cows, and those are like, we talk about breast milk being liquid gold. These formulas are like, liquid gold price. A lot of those, like I said, are the premium brands like Earth's Best, premium powder, Good Start, Bright Beginnings, and those can go all the way up to $1.08 an ounce. That's like super expensive. And most babies drink, so the way that I kind of averaged it out is, but that is kind of like the higher end example that I just mentioned there, those formulas, like the regular, like Enfamil, Similac, those range about 25 cents an ounce, and most babies drink 25 ounces per day. It's kind of like 1 ounce per hour. That's pretty much what a normal baby drinks. So if we time that 365 days a year, that's 9,125 ounces on average that your baby's gonna drink in their first year of life. So if we times that by the regular, standard formula that is out there in the market, so like the Enfamil, the Similac, all those type of formulas, you're actually gonna be saving about, if we times it, so 25 times, so 0.25 times 9,125 ounces, it's going to be 2,281 and 25 cents. So that's how much you would save just with a regular formula. Now, a lot of parents that do formula feed, they try and choose like the, the best of the best, the top of the top. With the organic brands. If you were to choose one of those organic brands to feed your child, then you will be spending $9,855 a year. So that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Well, if you think about it, it totally makes sense, because the price of that regular formula and the premium formula is like 4 times as much. So imagine being able to save $9,855 by breastfeeding, so that you can make, you can make that. In fact, I would something really wise to do would be something like put that money in like a savings account for your child one day, and then be like, hey, you know what, by breastfeeding you, not only was I able to provide you with the breast nutrition, with all the benefits that breast milk has, but hey, I saved this amount of money and I put it in a bank account for you, so go ahead and, you know, invest it in whatever you can, college, a car, whatever, you know. So there's it's a huge saving, a real huge saving that you do by breastfeeding your baby. And aside from that, obviously the money part is nothing compared to the health benefits, obviously, that your baby can have. So I just wanted to share that, you know, those statistics with you moms, because it's something super interesting. I get a lot of moms at formula feed that ask me, oh, do you really save that much by breastfeeding? You know, is it really worth it? I know all the sacrifice that you have. And I'm like, yes, theory, not just the sacrifice that I have. I'm saving almost $10,000 a year compared to, you know, what you're spending. So it does make a huge difference, and every penny does count. And it does make you wonder. I mean, I had no idea that those, because like I said, I've always breastfed my babies. I've not had to worry about buying formulas and things like that. So I had no idea that the price of the top brands of formula was that much. I mean, $1.08 for an ounce. That's incredibly expensive. So every time that you feed your baby like a 5-bottle, you know, ounce, you're spending, it's like a $7 meal. So every meal you give to your baby, it's like a $7 meal. That's super expensive. I mean, that's way more than you would spend on an adult meal. So you think, yeah, $7, pretty like close to $7. No, so just let's call it an average, you know, $5 per meal. And they have like 5, you know, so it's $25 per day in meals or in food. That's way more than you would probably spend as an adult, you know, on your food. So that's just incredible that our body's equipped to be able to provide this. Why don't we just provide our babies with what they need instead of spending all this additional money and all these formula companies becoming super rich and super profitable because we're, you know, they're taking over and they're making us think that formula can replace breast milk, and that we don't have to breastfeed. You know, you don't have to go through the stress of it. You can just formula feed. It's just so much to learn there and so much to think about in regards to that. So how much have you saved, mommy? Do your calculation. I'm going to put with this link, a really cool link that I found from Kelly Mom, and it tells you how much you've saved depending on your baby, how much your baby drinks, so you can calculate it per day, per week, per year. It's just really fun, so that you can kind of justify to yourself how much money you've saved, or how much money you've saved and you can invest in something else. Bye, mommies.